Hello, everybody. This is Pete Wilson along with Dan Morrow, and we are here at Logan High School, their softball facility. And since we're on the road, yes, that does indicate we've got tournament softball. We said throughout the season that we're going to cover all the tournament games wherever they are. Jackson Ironman baseball team, Jackson Iron Ladies softball team, and that road begins today at Logan High School in the Division IV district semifinal game. And Dan, the Iron Ladies have had a great season so far, but everybody's dead even in the tournament. They will take on a Waverly team that's got a losing record, but as we said, anything goes in the tournament, one and done.
Absolutely, Pete. This is exciting. We cannot wait. This has been a thrill this year to include Jackson Iron Ladies softball into the broadcast schedule, and we are going to do every tournament game they're going to have all the way through. We hope there's more than tonight, but it is do or die time as you get to tournament play. This Jackson team coming in with a very exciting 19-6 record. They went 7-3 within the FAC, a very strong FAC that included Hillsborough, one of the top teams in all the area. But they are taking on a Waverly team that they played way back in opening day at Waverly long time ago. Waverly ended up this season going 7-14. The Iron Ladies defeated them a while back for by a score of 7-1. Now, we're going to have the Star Spangled Banner played. We can stay right here with that, but we're going to pause here for a second for the Star Spangled Banner. We'll be back with more pregame here on Stockroom 601.
Home, it's your sanctuary. It's pajamas at noon and cookies in the oven. It's fingerprints on the wall and heights measured in a doorway. It's the one place in the world that you know better than anyone else. Vinton County National Bank wants to help you build that messy, wonderful, cherished place where you can live a life you love for years to come. That's our promise. VCNB, here for you now, here for your future. Visit vcnbfamily.bank for our construction special. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Logan Elm Lady Braves against the Gallia Academy Blue Angels. Those two teams that win these games, the semifinals, we hope Jackson will be there. That game will be played this Friday, just a 48-hour turnaround.
Brian Moore Construction specializes in turnkey construction, room additions, kitchen, and
In this district, Pete Wilson being Jackson, Waverly, Logan Elm from a little bit away, and Gallia, all listening audience teams there. So some real interest. Matchup today, it is going to be fun. This is a district semifinal. Has everything changed when we went to the 7 different divisions last year? So we are in Division 4, it's Region 13, we're in Southeast 2 district. Trying to battle out. Which takes place right after this. Right.
So we're about ready to start this game. The defensive line for the Iron Ladies, of course, Taylor.
Leading off tonight's game for the Waverly Tigers, the pitcher, number 27, Lexi Smith.
Perry is at first base. Second base is Dizzy Switcher. Shortstop Lily Everett. At third base is KJ Working. In the outfield, we have Lauren Walbert in left, Ren Denny in center, and Alaya Barnett in right.
And the first pitch is ball one to the leadoff hitter, and she's also the pitcher for the Waverly Lexi Smith.
Waverly comes in with a 9-13 record, but they did defeat Warren Local in the sectional to get to this game. They defeated Warren Local 2-0, and that pitch is called a strike. So we're off to a 1-1 count here to lead off batter Lexi Smith. Overcast skies, issue probably weather-wise, rain, but wind. Very windy right now as we start this game. And there's a line drive right up the middle. Lexi Smith right up the middle for a clean base hit. Good start in the Waverly. Smith singles on a 1-1 pitch to start.
No surprise there, Pete. Lexi Smith.
Now batting for Waverly, the center fielder, number 9, is Hayden Jones.
455 batting average. That was a pretty stinger right up there. Second base. First batter is on to Waverly.
And Hayden Jones, the center fielder, will come up next.
Harper Jones.
Harper Jones, okay. Harper Jones, the center fielder.
Bear with us, people. Pete has a hard time reading his writing, and anybody else has no chance.
Okay, all right. Well, anyway, Harper
Well,
Jones.
they do. Is that?
I thought it was Hayden, but
No, it's once again you're writing here. It might be Hayden.
I think it is Hayden. The
Hayden
coach wrote that,
Jones.
by the way. Thank you.
Okay. Well, blame him.
Okay, well, I saw Hayden. Okay.
Hayden is a lefty.
We've gone from Hayden to Harper back to Hayden. Anyway, yes, she is batting right now here. First runner on with a single. Fastball from Taylor is in there for a strike.
Nice field here at Logan, and the dimensions we were talking with Coach Stevens, not real deep. 188 down the left field line. Same thing in right field line and right center.
And that pitch is fouled behind us for strike two. Yeah, it's
perfectly
it's symmetrical.
Yes.
Right, 188. Usually, you're deep to center and not as deep in the power alleys, and then the shallowest is usually down the lines. But this field just a perfect symmetry. 188 all the way around. A little bit not as deep as Jackson's field back at Jackson High School. And a swing and a miss as Taylor overpowers Jones for the first out. And here is Ava Robertson, the third baseman.
Ava Robertson, probably their next best hitter, comes in with a 406 batting average for the year. She leads their team in RBIs with 20 of them and has hit 5 doubles.
She's swinging and a miss as Taylor is throwing some gas here early in this first inning.
Taylor, obviously, 19 wins on the season. What a special year for that young lady. 19-6 overall, just as the Iron Ladies are.
And that pitch is in the air in foul territory. It falls in there within the field, but in foul territory, nobody can get to it. So the count goes to strike two to Ava Robertson.
Serenity has thrown over 2,000 pitches this year, Pete, in regular ball games, and her ERA is 1.93.
That'll win you some games.
Outstanding season for Serenity.
Has something to do with the Iron Ladies' 19-6 record. Pitch is high, throw down to first real quick, and it gets through the first baseman there, but good backup there by the right fielder and the second baseman, and so the runner is not able to go anywhere.
Alaya Barnett real quick and backing that one up and saves the runner in advancement.
Here is your 1-2 pitch to Ava Robertson, and that pitch is fouled behind us. Count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. The baseball field right next to us here in this complex. Over on the other side of the Chieftain Center is the Logan Football Stadium, which along with Alumni Stadium, one of the top 2 stadiums in our area.
Todd Compson is here covering for the Telegram, our sports editor.
1-2 pitch is hit on the ground to the shortstop Ebert. She's going to go to first for the easy out. The runner goes to second, but the second out is recorded on the ground out. Ebert's over to the first baseman, Lexi Perry. Here is Addie Hudnall. She is the first baseman. She will try to get Lexi Smith in here and try to draw first blood to the Waverly Tigers here in the first inning. Fastball is called strike across the letters.
Watch Serenity warm up for a long time down in the bullpen. It really looks like she has a lot on her fastball today.
That is another fastball in there, and Hudnall watches it go by for strike 2. So Taylor throwing strikes so far in this game. She's given up the leadoff single, but has retired the 2 batters afterwards. Head on the cleanup hitter, no balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Just off the plate for ball 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
We'll say Logan Helm softball team, they're here in force already, getting to watch this one as they will hopefully win the second game of a doubleheader tonight, and they would take on the winner of this contest. Have not seen Galia yet here.
Count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes to Addie Hudnall. Two girls out. Swing and a miss. Overpowers the cleanup hitter for her second strikeout of the inning, and then the 3rd out. So the Waverly Tigers get a leadoff single, but nothing comes of it. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 runner left on base. At the end of the first half inning of play, it's the Waverly Lady Tigers 0, the Jackson Iron Ladies coming to bat. This is Jackson Iron Ladies softball on the Total Media Sports YouTube channel.
Brian Moore Construction specializes in turnkey construction, room additions, kitchen and bathroom remodels, as well as residential and commercial roofing. They also do silicone and acrylic roof coverings. Brian Moore Construction delivers quality craftsmanship on time, on budget, and according to specifications. Choose Brian Moore Construction for your next build, remodel, or roofing project. Call today for a free estimate. 740-418-6140.
Life is unpredictable, but with Dan Daly at State Farm, you can be prepared for anything. Whether it's auto, home, life, or business insurance, Dan and his team are here to provide personalized coverage that fits your needs. Get the protection you deserve from a name you trust. Dan Daly State Farm Insurance, here to help life go right. Visit online or stop by in Jackson, Ohio. You've been watching Jackson High School Sports.
You guys are coming back. Good hold.
Okay, we're back here at the bottom half of the first inning. We apologize for our technical difficulty. It has been remedied. We're back in business here. Our ladies have 2 outs in the bottom half of the first inning. Everett struck to the fly out. Lexi Perry reached on what we're calling an error. First baseman tried to spear it backhanded in the air, was not able to catch it, and then no chance to get Lexi at first base. She went to second on a pass ball, and the count to KJ Worsham, the cleanup hitter, is 2 balls and 2 strikes. Waverly did not score in the top half of the first inning, so it's still a 0-0 ball game. Here's the 2-2 pitch to Worsham, and that is a fly ball to deep center field. The left fielder's gonna get it, but Lexi Perry is gonna score easily, and KJ Worsham hits a deep single between left field and center fielder, easily scoring Lexi Perry, and the Iron Ladies have drawn first blood here, leading 1-0 here in the
KJ
first
turned
inning.
on that nicely, Pete. That actually hit at the base of the fence. That shows you the dimensions. Not real long in this field. That wasn't far from going out. So it's a long single for KJ, but scores Lexi Perry from first base as she was off the running.
Maddie Wright will be up. Let's go, Maddie Wright! Single there. Lexi showed some pretty good speed and scored without a throw at home plate. All did is Dan said pretty much goes to defense there. Hard strike from Maddie Wright. She is the Iron Ladies catcher.
Maddie Wright coming into this season, outstanding season for Maddie. About 375 of the season. She has 30 hits in this contest, 26 RBIs for this year.
There's a little pop-up. It's got a ball in front of the second baseman, and I think they got her out. Yes, the second baseman had to wait for the ball to come down. Then she picked it up and was able to get the force out at second base to get the third and final out in the inning. So for the Iron Ladies, There was one run, there was one hit, there was one Waverly error, and there was one runner left on base. The score at the end of the first inning of play, it's the Jackson Our Lady 1, the Waverly Lady Tigers 0. You're listening to Jackson Our Lady Softball.
A healthy, confident smile starts here at Southern Ohio Smiles. Whether you need a routine cleaning, cosmetic dentistry, or advanced dental care, our expert team is here to make your experience comfortable and stress-free. We're committed to providing top-quality care for the whole family. Schedule your appointments today at southernohiosmiles.com. Southern Ohio Smiles, brightening smiles, one patient at a time. Visit us online or call today to book your appointment.
I'm Chad Niddle, your Jackson Edward Jones financial advisor. We're all about financial investments, but we also value the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why Chad Niddle and Edward Jones are a proud sponsor of Jackson Ironman Baseball on WYPC. Give us a call at 740-286-4872 or visit edwardjones.com for all your investment needs.
Edward Jones, Member Securities Investor Protection Corp.
You've been watching Jackson High School Sports live on YouTube.
All right, we go to the top half of the second inning. Waverly get its second crack. Centers Randy Taylor. It will be Whitley Brown.
Waverly, right fielder, number 33, Whitley Brown.
Whitley is the right fielder. In the first inning, Waverly got a leadoff single, but she was standing there as Randy Taylor looked very strong, striking out two. The next three batters, getting the other one, getting the other hitter on a ground out. First pitch from Randy is low, Whitley Brown. Nice fastball in there for a strike. Randy is a left-hander. Interesting stat for the year. And the reason they have some records to Jackson has 8.4 runs per game. Ground ball up the middle. Base hit for Brown. Hit the right foot on the ground. Hit by Taylor. And then just pass right by the second base bagger on the left side. So for the second straight inning, Waverly starts on.
How about it? The designated player, 0-0, Joe Collins.
Here's Joe Colley, who is the designated hitter. That pitch is low. Madeline right down to first base. Brown was a little bit off the bag. They're wondering maybe never play second base. Didn't get very far from that. She just did snapped her down to first and made Brown dive back in and hit her hand first. Right to the FAC catcher. Swinging and a miss on another fastball to Joe Colley. He's not scared to throw behind base runners out there. That's what he just did. Called strike two. Waverly, of course, thinking about a possibility. 1 and 2. Might not think about that so much. 2 strikes. Pitch is just outside balls and strikes. Waverly 9 and 13. They do play Dan in the Southern Ohio Conference. A good athletic conference. Wheelersburg is the state champions in that conference. They've got to play them twice.
I got you.
Swinging and a miss, overpowered her with a fastball. That is strikeout number 3 for Randy Taylor. And this will bring up Karis Reisner, the shortstop.
The shortstop, number 3, Karis Reisner.
All business doing a lot of fastballs. There's another one in there, swing and miss. A lot of swings and misses so far for the Lady Tigers, although they do have 2 hits. Surrender not taking any time at all, getting the ball and then throwing it. All strike 2. Those balls and 2 strikes. Both the pitchers in this game.
Okay.
What's it on? Wearing number 27. The OT touchdown, that's blown away. One ball and 2 strikes.
I don't know if I'll be able to update like balls and strikes.
There's another strikeout. Four now in a game. That's the second one this inning. This will bring up him and Nice, the second base.
Now batting, second baseman, number 18.
Water under this is what matters now. Some of the young ladies who are on this team, not many, because it's such a young team, they have to remember last year in the tournament, Jackson's favorite played Waverly in the sectional at home and was upset. So, you know, they don't want that to happen again. Stick on your mind. Yep. No, it was Waverly. Maybe some of these girls will graduate. First pitch to Nice ball. Light throws behind the base runner down there, but she's not too far off. Back in the first. Count. The ball was called a pitch was called a ball. So it's 1 ball and 1 strike and a Nice.
Alright, I'll get all that. Just call me if you need something. Yeah.
There's your ground ball. Second baseman. She's got it. Underhands it over there to first baseman Perry. Easy out there. Good play at second base by Chris Switcher and end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 runner left on base. In the middle of the second inning, it's still the Jackson Army 1, Waverly Tiger 0. This is Jackson Army softball. You're listening and watching on
I'm Chad Niddle, your Jackson Edward Jones financial advisor. We're all about financial investments, but we also value the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why Chad Niddle and Edward Jones are a proud sponsor of Jackson Ironman Baseball on WYPC. Give us a call at 740-286-4872 or visit edwardjones.com for all your investment needs.
Edward Jones, Member Securities Investor Protection Corp.
Southeast Appalachian Regional Community Health of Ohio is proud to present The Search Project. The Search Project through the Jackson County Health Department is a program designed to decrease the negative impacts of COVID-19 and other public health issues and promote healthy behaviors through the deployment of community health work. The project is funded by CDC and serves 11 counties in southeastern Ohio. For more information, contact the Jackson County Health Department at 740-935-6322.
You've been watching Jackson High School Sports live on YouTube.
Bottom half of inning number 2 here at
Leading off
Logan
for
High School,
Jackson,
where
the
the Jackson
designated player number 33, Daisy
Waverly Lady
Howard.
Tigers in a district semifinal game in Division 4. It'll be Daisy Howard, Lauren Walburn, and Aliyah Barnett for the Iron Ladies in the second inning. In the first inning, Lexi Perry came around to score. She got honor in there, and then KJ Worsham plated her home with a deep single to left center field. That's where we are right now. Serenity Taylor's been overpowering on the mound so far for the Iron Ladies with 4 strikeouts. At first pitch, a little let-up pitch that time from Lexi Smith is high. Daisy Howard.
Daisy Howard, Pete Wilson, a freshman that has just earned more and more time in the starting lineup now. She has been in 15 of the 25 games, but listen to this, Pete.
The third baseman gets that in foul territory for the first out. A little foul pop-up over there. Easy first out. Daisy.
The left fielder, number 5, Lauren Walburn.
This year as a freshman with 5 doubles on the season, so you can see why they have Coach Stevens has to get her back in the lineup.
Lauren Walburn, the left fielder, coming up for the Iron Ladies.
One of her favorite people, her granddaddy Steve Walburn, here today. Just touched us on the back shoulder, talking to us a minute ago.
And there's a hard-hit ground ball, rather, by the second baseman and into right field. And Lauren Walburn, first pitch hitting, has a single.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 2, Aliyah Barnett.
Here's Aliyah Barnett, the right fielder. That was the second hit for the Iron Ladies. That ball is hit in the air. Left fielder is going back. And it falls behind her. Lauren Walburn had to wait and see whether the ball would be caught. And so she was able to get the second base. And so Aliyah Barnett hit a deep fly ball. Left fielder went back and went over her head. Very close to
Second
base. And the
baseman,
Iron
number
Ladies now
21,
have 2 runners on with 1
Swisher.
out.
That only needed a few more feet and it would have gone over the fence. Nice hit. One out.
Here's Izzy Swisher, another one of those talented freshmen.
You're unbelievable freshman. Batting 440 in the season. 34 and 6 home runs. This short fence could be very active to Izzy.
That pitch is high for ball 1.
And fields a very good second base. Honorable mention all FAC this season.
And that pitch is hit in the air. It's in foul territory. Nobody's going to be able to catch up to that. So 1 ball and 1 strike to Izzy Swisher.
Iron Ladies got 1 in the first and a chance here with 2 on and only 1 out in the second inning. The wind has died down a little bit. Kind of thank goodness. It was really blowing before the game started. It's going out to left center field.
And she bunts, and the pitcher's going to throw to first base. Did they get her? Just got her. Bang, bang play down at first base. First baseman had to reach up and was able to spear it. Izzy Switcher, I think she may have been bunting for a hit, but she will get credit for a sacrifice. Out 1 to 3. Both runners advance, so Lauren Warburn at third now. Elia Barnett down at second, and this will give a chance for Lily Everts to do some damage back up to the top of the order. She did strike out the first time against Lexi Smith.
Yeah, I'll guarantee Izzy was bunting for a hit, Pete. She's one of our very fastest players, leads the team in stolen bases, and almost beat that out.
Took a good play by Lexi Smith there.
It did.
And then the first baseman had to reach up to catch it. If she didn't, there would have been 2 runs for the Ironmen, and that is hit in the air to right field. Right fielder coming in hard, and it drops off her glove, and the Iron Ladies are going to score 2 runs on a dropped fly ball to right field. So Eberts does get the job done in getting the ball to the outfield, and the right fielder out there drops the ball, and it really cost the Tigers because Lauren Warburn with 2 outs was running. Elia Barnett was running. They score easily, and the Iron Ladies now lead 3-0. Lily Everts ends up at first base. Pitch to Bren Denny is called ball 1.
Talk about this being a young team. Bryn Denny, one of the 2 seniors on the team, other being Ella Armstrong. A lot of underclassmen on this 19-win Jackson Iron Ladies softball team.
And there's a line drive that's going to fall in there. It's going to go past the left fielder, bounce against the wall. Lily Everts is going to try to score, and she's going to be able to. They did not cut the ball off the way they should have, and that allows Lily Everts to score with no problem at all. And Bryn Denny out there very excited with a double, an RBI double to make the score 4-0. The Iron Ladies making some contact in this one early, Dan. 4-0. Bryn Denny gets credit for an RBI. Might have had a chance with a play at the plate, but the ball got by the cutoff person at shortstop, and Everett scored without a throw at home. Here is Lexi Perry. She reached on an error when the first baseman tried to spear a little pop-up. It went off her glove, and Lexi was safe at first, and she just swung at one that looked a little high as she was anxious here.
Picked up a little nugget from the crowd, Pete Wilson, today, and it makes it more special, is Lily Everts' 16th birthday.
Sweet 16, how about that?
Yes, isn't that great?
Swing and a miss by Perry, strike 2.
Lexi Perry coming into the contest with a .392 average for the Iron Ladies, one of those freshmen we keep talking about.
She's in a hole here, no balls and 2 strikes. And she swings and misses that pitch, and that ends the inning. Smith gets out of it, but not before the Iron Ladies do some more damage. There was 3 runs on 3 base hits. There was one big Waverly error. There was 1 runner left on base. At the end of 2 innings of play, it's now the Jackson Iron Ladies 4, the Waverly Lady Tigers 0. You're listening to Jackson Iron Ladies Softball on the Total Media Sports YouTube channel.
The second inning, the Iron Ladies lead the Tigers
Brian Moore Construction specializes in turnkey construction, room additions, kitchen and bathroom remodels, as well as residential and commercial roofing. They also do silicone and acrylic roof coverings. Brian Moore Construction delivers quality craftsmanship on time, on budget, and according to specifications. Choose Brian Moore Construction for your next build, remodel, or roofing project. Call today for a free estimate. 740-418-6140.
I'm Chad Niddle, your Jackson Edward Jones
Life.
Baby, Ramey's Homes is all shook up over our low rock bottom prices.
Welcome to Jackson High School. You've been watching Jackson High School Sports live on YouTube.
At Logan High School, this is tournament softball, Division 4, Region 13, the Southeast 2 District, the number 2 seed, the Jackson Iron Ladies, versus the number 10 seed, the Waverly Tigers, and the Iron Ladies have the advantage by outscoring Waverly through 2 innings by a score of 4-0.
Right, and Dan, I tell you, the Iron Ladies will take them, but I have all 4 Jackson runs being unearned.
Well, that was a big error when Lily Eberts got the ball into right field. The right fielder couldn't handle it, but it sure moved things around. And then the double by Bryn Denny, one of our 2 seniors, drove in Lily, and the Iron Ladies post a 3 spot in that second inning and have a 4-0 lead. And Serenity Taylor up to this moment has been very strong for the Iron Ladies on the mound. Here's the 1-1 pitch, and that is a called strike. Up to the base is now. How about this one, Pete? Darkin Olson, the left fielder. Deegan.
No, Tegan Olson. Tegan.
Do we blame that on the coach also?
What? They're calling her Tegan?
Your writing or his?
His writing.
Okay.
Remember, you copied him down.
Okay,
you copied him down from his writing.
It was another strikeout for Serenity, and that gets us back to the top of the order with Lexi Smith, the pitcher. Pitcher versus pitcher. 1 out here in the top of the 3rd inning. That pitch is a called strike on the outside part of the plate. That is 5 strikeouts already in this contest for Serenity Taylor. Pete Wilson, she has 190 strikeouts on the season. Outstanding statistics by the Iron Lady pitcher. She's only a junior. 1 ball, 1.
Should be enough. Haley, he said ditch your camera and you're on cord duty.
Stand by the cord?
Literally just to make sure no one trips over it. Kind of ironic. Job ever. You come out here to be a camera guy and now you're stuck with the
Designated player number 33, Daisy Howard.
Let's go, Daisy. This side of here.
She's gonna get hit by a ball. Heads up.
We're back here at Logan High School. Once again, technical difficulties. We're trying to back room. We got you back on the air. Iron Ladies do have a 4-0 lead. That was Daisy Howard. Let's go over what's happening. We have AJ Worship to lead off this into the pop. Maddie Wright with a fly out. Daisy Howard with a fly out. Apologize to the listening audience, but we're trying to take care of things and give you as much of this baseball game as we had. This is a very important district semifinal game, and our Iron Ladies with that 19-6 record, and they worked hard this year to get the number 2 seed here in the Southeast 2 district. We want to keep this thing going.
All right. Well, I tell you, that's transparency. Explaining what our
as honest as we can be.
Right. And I'll tell you what we're doing about it. We have got a monitor of the cord. We've got a cord monitor now.
Yes.
So maybe we might be all right going forward.
Trying. Pete, would you say through 3 innings of play, Serenity Taylor could not be in much more command of this contest? We had some of this damage in the top of the 3rd inning. We left, but Serenity strikes out the side in the 3rd, has 2 strikeouts in the 2nd, 2 more in the 1st. Pretty simple math. That means through 3 innings, she has 7 strikeouts in this contest with the Iron Ladies lead 4-0.
Right. Waverly does have 2 hits. They were both hard hit, clean hits, but for the most part, they're just watching the ball go by or not making contact, and they're in a 4-0 hole here, and so Serenity appears to be in command right now. The Iron Ladies, Lexi Smith has shown some ability to throw strikes as well, but the Iron Ladies have also hit the ball very well against her and taken advantage of a couple Waverly errors to help score those 4 runs.
First pitch to Ava Robertson is a ball early here, top of the 4th inning. Quick moving game. There's a ground ball to the first baseman. Lexi Perry handles it cleanly, steps over, touches the bag, and the Iron Ladies have 1 quick out. Pete, you said the Iron Ladies have hit the ball well, but by our ideas, a couple big errors by Waverly has made it so basically all 4 runs of the Iron Ladies are unearned runs.
Right, and
we take them any way possible.
We'll have to check what the official scorekeeper has. Scoreboard has only 1 error for Logan, or not for Logan, rather for
Waverly here at Logan.
Right. So if that's the case, that run in the 1st inning would be an earned run. That's the one, I'm sure, where Lexi Perry hit a little pop-up that the first baseman dropped.
Addie Hudnall, the first baseman, is up. She fouls that one back. Count now is 1 ball, 1 strike. She struck out in the 1st inning, as had an awful lot of the Lady Tigers.
Right, Iron Ladies shooting for their 20th win of the season. We know from talking to Coach Josh McGraw, anytime you can hit 20 wins, it's a great season. Iron Ladies just 1 win away from that.
Here's a stat, Pete, you're going to like. Jackson with 4 players batting over 400 in the lineup today and another batting over 390. The season average is 371 for our Iron Ladies. Waverly, on the other hand, bats 241 overall for the season. There's a swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Addie Hudnall up at the plate for the Lady Tigers. Jackson 4 runs on 5 hits. 2 hits, as you said, Pete Wilson, by Waverly. Scoreboard only gives Waverly 1 error, Pete, so one of those they might have counted as a hit.
Right, and I don't know whether, that scoreboard is official as far as, a tournament person keeping the scoreboard, or that it's up to the home team, which would be Jackson. It's probably a neutral party keeping the scorebook.
Full count,
and that's what counts.
Ball hit up in the air to the right side, and it will be out of play. Actually ends up over on the baseball left field. Both these fields are basically side by side. Hillsborough and somebody are having a tournament game tonight here at Logan. Or no, this would be a regular season game for Logan. Logan and Hillsborough. There's another strikeout. Addie Hudnall goes down swinging. It'll be the 8th strikeout of the contest for Serenity. Whitley Brown, the right fielder. She has one of the 2 hits, Pete Wilson, as she led off a single in the 2nd inning. Was left stranded on first base. 2 outs now here in the top of the 4th. And we have stayed on the air for a few minutes. First pitch to Whitley is a strike. Nobody on, 2 outs. There's a ground ball hit right to our shortstop. Lily Eberts fields it cleanly over to Lexi Perry, and the Iron Ladies get the Tigers out 1-2-3 here in the top of the 4th inning. So after 3.5 innings of play, it is Jackson Iron Ladies 4, Waverly Lady Tigers 0. Thank you to Total Media for and the sponsors for allowing us to bring these broadcasts to you. We'll be right back in 1 minute.
A healthy, confident smile starts here at Southern Ohio Smiles. Whether you need a routine cleaning, cosmetic dentistry, or advanced dental care, our expert team is here to make your experience comfortable and stress-free. We're committed to providing top-quality care for the whole family. Schedule your appointments today at southernohiosmiles.com. Southern Ohio Smiles, brightening smiles, one patient at a time. Visit us online or call today to book your appointment.
I'm Chad Niddle, your Jackson Edward Jones financial advisor. We're all about financial investments, but we also value the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why Chad Niddle and Edward Jones are a proud sponsor of Jackson Ironman Baseball on WYPC. Give us a call at 740-286-4872 or visit edwardjones.com for all your investment needs.
Edward Jones, Member Securities Investor Protection Corp.
You've been watching Jackson High School Sports live on YouTube.
Jackson 4, Waverly 0. Bottom of the fourth inning. A little bit of moisture coming down. We know it's been raining off and on, it seems like forever in the month of May. But Jackson has the 4-0 lead. Lauren Walburn up to the plate. She had a single in her first time up, scored a run, one of the 4 runs for the Iron Ladies. The pitch is hit up in the air. Waverly will have a play on. No, it falls in between the left fielder and the center fielder. Lauren Walburn did not quit running, ends up on second base. How do you judge that one, Pete? The left fielder got a glove on it, but really didn't have very good play at it. It kind of just landed in the right spot.
I think Lauren Walburn couldn't have put it in a better place with a cue ball.
I agree with that.
We'll give her a double there. I didn't.
They gave her a hit on the scoreboard. We'll do the same. Lauren now 2 for 2 in the contest. We have a runner at second base, nobody out. Bottom of the fourth inning.
I think probably if you're the Waverly defensive coach, you're thinking the ball should have been caught.
Junior
It
Aliyah.
just was in a bad place.
Aliyah Barnett up to the plate, and she had a single in her time up and has scored one of the runs for the Iron Ladies. She foul tips the first pitch over the back screen. 0-1 the count. The pitch to Barnett is high and outside. 1-1 the count. Nice start in the contest for Lauren Walburn.
She singled her first time, and it's a
First
double
time
that
was
time.
a nice hard hit single. This one just found the right spot out there between 2 of the outfielders. That's a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Lexi Smith, one of the very best players on Waverly. Is their top pitcher plus one of their very top hitters. Bats over 400 for the season. There's a foul ball back out of play. Count stays at 1 ball, 2 strikes. Lexi for the season, 7-13, ERA at 3.91, and she has 136 strikeouts. That's a lot of strikeouts. We're just a little spoiled with Serenity Taylor. There is a ball popped up in the infield. It's going to drop in front of the shortstop, and she'll have no play. The ball had a lot of spin on it. So I think Aliyah Barnett gets an infield single on that one. It advances Lauren Walburn over to third. The Iron Ladies have them on the corners and nobody out.
Ball just died out there in front of the shortstop. Took a little while to come down, too. That was another complicating factor for the shortstop out there. So the Iron Ladies have not hit the last 2 balls hard, but they're on the corners
spots
right now, in the right spots, absolutely.
And Izzy Swisher, very special freshman. Now the rain is coming down pretty hard. We sure appreciate the tent that we are under. There's a pitch and a throw down to second base. Oh, they just throw to the shortstop. So Aliyah Barnett easily steals second. Runners now at third and second. 2 runners in scoring position. Swishers, we said, batted .440 for the season, leads the team in 31 RBIs, and she has an opportunity here. The 1 ball pitch to Izzy is going to be called a strike. 1-1 the count. Nobody out. First base is open.
Yeah, we don't have a second camera. Yours is the only camera. I'm just going to let it.
Lexi Smith on the mound for Waverly. Izzy shows a bunt, bunts it back to the first baseman. She slips. Now they got runners in a rundown. They'll throw to the catcher, and they're going to get the lead runner out. That's Lauren Walburn. Izzy will end up on first base. And Elia Barnett will stay at second. The bunt went to the first base. First baseman fielded it. I think there's a chance Izzy might have beat it out, Pete Wilson, but runners going, they're able to catch both runners over by third base. They get the lead runner out.
Yeah, Lauren decided to go back to third base and found that Elia Barnett was already almost there, and so log jam there, and Waverly does successfully get Lauren Walburn between third and home.
There's a big play for Waverly as the Iron Ladies with 2 runners in scoring position. Still have 2 runners on, only 1 out. And there is I'm sorry, I couldn't see it, fly ball to left field. Yeah, the ball is caught. Both runners will stay. That was Lily Eberts with the fly ball to left field. So now Iron Ladies yet to take advantage of the first 2 batters on. Find themselves with 2 runners on and 2 outs. And Bryn Denny up, who had a huge double in her last at bat. She hits it hard to center field. Center fielder drifts back and is able to make the catch. And that takes the Iron Ladies out. They do not score any runs. But after 4 innings of play, it is Jackson 4, Waverly Lady Tigers 0. We will head to the 5th inning, and we'll be right back with you in just 1 minute.
Baby, Ramey's Homes is all shook up over our low rock bottom prices. One of America's most popular manufactured and modular homes. Ramey's Homes has the largest selection of quality built to manufactured homes in southern Ohio with the most flexible terms available. Don't be cruel. Hurry to Ramey's Mobile Homes, 7 miles west of MacArthur on Route 50 and 2 miles south of Chillicothe on US 23, baby. And we'll see you there, Teddy Bear.
Hurry down to Stillhouse Rock.
Life is unpredictable, but with Dan Daly at State Farm, you can be prepared for anything. Whether it's auto, home, life, or business insurance, Dan and his team are here to provide personalized coverage that fits your needs. Get the protection you deserve from a name you trust. Dan Daly State Farm Insurance, here to help life go right. Visit online or stop by in Jackson, Ohio. You've been watching Jackson High School Sports live on YouTube.
Okay, we go to the top half of the 5th inning. Game moving quickly. Right now it's been all Jackson. 4 runs on 7 hits for the Iron Ladies. No errors for Waverly. No runs, 2 hits, and 1 error. Iron Ladies have scored 3 of their 4 runs at least have been unearned, and they had maybe a little bit of help in the first inning when they scored their other run, but they've also hit the ball. 7 hits on the scoreboard, including some ones deep to the outfield.
2 hits in the last inning, the bottom of the 4th, Pete Wilson, but they did not take advantage of it. But the Iron Ladies have 7 total hits in the contest.
Joe Colley will lead off against Serenity Taylor. Serenity comes into this 5th inning having given up only 2 hits, and she has 8 strikeouts. 8 strikeouts in only 4 innings, so averaging 2 per inning. And there is a ground ball to the second baseman. Izzy's got it over to first. Easy out. Number 1.
I think it's fair to say up to this point in the contest, Serenity is dominating this contest. It doesn't look like Waverly's got many good looks. And their 2 hits were good, solid hits, but boy, she has controlled everybody else, and with those 8 strikeouts.
And when Waverly has put the ball on the ground, the infielders have done a good job making clean plays, not opening the door for any trouble for Serenity.
Lexi Smith led off the game with a single. She did get to second base. That's the only runner for Waverly to get past first.
Karis Reisner, after taking the first strike, fouls towards the Jackson dugout for strike 2. Logan Elm and Gallia Academy will follow this one. That is the other district semifinal game here in Division 4 in this bracket. The winner of this game will play the winner of the Logan Elm Gallia Academy game, which is scheduled for a 6 p.m. start.
Logan Elm out in center field. past the fence, obviously warming up. Gal Pliss down in the right field corner. They have been warming up.
1-2 pitch to Karis Reisner from Serenity Taylor. Bounces in there for ball 2.
We're back on the air tomorrow night, hopefully, Pete, with the Jackson Ironmen's final baseball game of the regular season. Reedsville Eastern coming to town. It's your last chance to see this amazing Jackson baseball team at home.
High, that's high ball 3. The count is full to Reisner. Yeah, that would be, I would think for sure, the final regular season game for Jackson as tournament play begins the following Tuesday, as we said earlier, over to High University.
23-1 Jackson Ironman baseball team. 19-6 Jackson Iron Ladies softball team. Been a fun spring.
Count to Reisner is 3-2 after she fouled off that last offering. Ball 4, and Reisner draws a walk. Pitch was a little low and away.
Third base runner of the contest for Waverly.
Emma Nesser comes up. She is the second baseman. Pitch bounces in there, and the runner is going to go down to second. Maddie throws down there, but she had no chance at all. Karis Reisner in on the wild pitch at second base. That ball bounced up there.
There is not much space from home plate back to the screen or the back to the fence. Runners have to be a little cautious.
Fastball is in there for a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. Reisner daring Maddie to throw down there after that strike call.
She better be careful. Maddie will do it. She'll throw behind her and try to get her.
She did not in this case. 1-1 pitch.
There
and
it is.
This time she does throw down there, and it was a little bit low throw, but a good backup there by Lily Everts at second base, behind the second base bag. Count to Nesser is ball 2, strike 1.
Good job of Lily getting that ball and keeping it in front of her.
Strike 2 call. I believe it's strike 2
I think
call.
we mentioned it early. It is Lily's birthday today. All FAC again this season, the Jackson Iron Lady shortstop.
Swing and a miss. Swung at one that might have been a little high.
Ooh,
Snap
that
throw
was
down to
closer.
second, but she's safe down there. Strikeout number 9 for Serenity Taylor is the second out of the inning, and we will now see Tegan Olson. Tegan struck out back in the 3rd inning. Pitch is, I guess, low, ball 1. Ball is hit on the ground to Izzy Swisher. Short throw over to Perry is a good one, and that is the 3rd out of the inning on a ground out. So in the inning for Waverly, no runs, no hits, no errors, 1 runner left on base. In the middle of the 5th inning, it's the Jackson Iron Ladies 4, the Waverly Lady Tigers 0. You're listening to Jackson Iron Ladies softball on the Total Media Sports YouTube channel.
I'm Chad Niddle, your Jackson Edward Jones financial advisor. We're all about financial investments, but we also value the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why Chad Niddle and Edward Jones are a proud sponsor of Jackson Ironman Baseball on WYPC. Give us a call at 740-286-4872 or visit edwardjones.com for all your investment needs.
Edward Jones, member Securities Investor Protection Corp.
Southeast Appalachian Regional Community Health of Ohio is proud to present The Search Project. The Search Project through the Jackson County Health Department is a program designed to decrease the negative impacts of COVID-19 and other public health issues and promote healthy behaviors through the deployment of community health work. The project is funded by CDC and serves 11 counties in southeastern Ohio. For more information, contact the Jackson County Health Department at 740-935-6322.
You've been watching Jackson High School Sports live on YouTube.
Buying a new home is now an easy process when you work with Howard Hanna Real Estate Services of Southern Ohio. Howard Hanna offers several one-stop shopping options that include mortgage, title, and insurance, along with some awesome buyer and seller exclusive programs such as a 100% money-back guarantee, the Buy Before You Sell program, and the Apartment Dwellers Trade-In program. Call Donna and the McNerlin Group at 740-577-9551 to find out what works for you. Go green and gold and call it sold.
Osborne Equipment Service.
Is Ralph there?
You sure you've got the right number?
Is he there?
Well, what's he look like?
He's got white hair and spots.
Is Ralph your dog?
He's a Dalmatian.
Why would he be here at Osborne Equipment Service?
You always say you have something for everyone.
We do, with service for trucks, trailers, buses, and RVs, and we're family owned and operated. Maybe you should look in your backyard for Ralph.
I'll just call his cell phone.
Your diesel specialist since 1979. Osborne Equipment Service in Jackson, Ohio. Call 800-937-3501.
You've been watching Jackson High School Sports live on YouTube.
Okay, we're here in the top half of the 6th inning now, and this game moving right along. The Jackson Iron Ladies right now leading 4-0. They scored 1 run in the first, tacked on 3 more in the second, and it's stayed that way ever since. Here in the top of the 6th for the Waverly Tigers, it will be the top of the order. They need to make something happen here, but it's going to be hard. Serenity Taylor has been in control. 9 strikeouts, has given up just 2 base hits and 1 walk.
I will say Pete Wilson, the young lady coming up to the plate, has done a nice job for Waverly on the mound. Lexi Smith gave up those early runs, and we think at least some of them were unearned, but she has kept the Iron Ladies, you know, in range here with the score of 4-0 after 2 innings. It's now 4-0, and we're in the top of the 6th inning.
Right, and 3 of those runs for sure unearned that Jackson got. They've hit the ball, but they had a little bit of help in that 3-run second inning for sure.
That's a foul ball down the right field line. Elia Barnett dives, completely went after that one. A great effort.
Right, I think Elia might have been in fair territory, but the ball was in foul territory.
Just in foul territory, but she gave it everything to try to catch that one. Ooh.
That was a swing and a miss by Smith. That is her 10th strikeout now for Serenity Taylor. And Smith 1 through 3 with a couple strikeouts. Here is Hayden Jones now. She has struck out twice. Little lefty. Bats in that number 2 spot. Fouls behind us for strike 1. Just the way that they aligned the tournament this year, there's more divisions, more of a chance for teams to get deeper into the tournament. Strange that both the Jackson Iron Ladies and the Jackson Ironmen, good seasons, but they didn't even have to play a sectional tournament game.
You know, you're going to really, the term sectional maybe is going to just leave things, Pete Wilson, because it's kind of a section. It'd be a sectional final or a district quarterfinal or the first games of the year. And if you get the seed, you're in a district semifinal as you start out the tournament play.
Well, let me ask you this. If you get to the district, do you get to put up a sectional banner even if you didn't play a sectional game?
I don't think you should, really.
I don't either.
Anymore, but I don't know.
I don't know.
Smarter people than you and I got to make that decision.
But you can say
we have all those banners with sectional teams, and you know teams have fought hard to win sectionals in years past. Sometimes they have to win 2-3 games.
Exactly. It's not the same as it was.
Nope.
Still the tournament, nonetheless.
Yes, it is, and it's win or go home. And the Jackson Iron Ladies certainly are not ready to go home yet.
Hayden Jones, by the way, got 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck her out for the 3rd time. Number 11 now for Serenity Taylor. And the Iron Ladies go ahead and win this game, Dan. Interesting situation for a couple of the seniors on this Iron Ladies team. Game time 5 o'clock. We're about at least an hour away from Jackson. The graduation ceremonies for the class of 225 at Alumni Stadium, 8 o'clock.
Well, we
So
need a
you don't want to miss your
10-run,
district.
5-inning game, and the seniors need to sprint to mom and dad's car and head to Jackson.
And that is a hard ground ball by the third baseman, Worsham, into left field, and that will be Waverly's third hit. Ava Robertson, a ground ball single, hit hard by the third baseman, and Waverly has a 2-out base runner.
The two seniors we talk about, Bryn Denny and Ella Armstrong. One thing about it, we've seen their parents at every game. I'm sure they're going to get back as quick as they can.
And my guess is, unless there's some kind of quick change en route, they're going to show up at graduation, maybe not on time, and in their softball jerseys.
Nothing wrong with that.
Absolutely.
Hopefully victorious district champions.
You want to have your cake and eat it too. You don't want to miss. You're not going to miss either one of those. The count to Addie Hudnall was 1 ball and 1 strike. Waverly with 2 outs, trailing 4-0 here in the top of the 6th inning. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
It is kind of a shame it's not the 4 o'clock first pitch like today's is. That would give them definitely a margin of error there to get back in time. 5 o'clock's going to make it a little tighter.
Swing and a miss, and Serenity Taylor gets another strikeout. She strikes out the side, sandwiched in between a single. So in the inning for the Tigers, no runs, 1 hit, no Jackson errors, 1 runner left on base. In the middle of the 6th inning, it's the Jackson Iron Ladies 4, the Waverly Lady Tigers 0. You're listening to Jackson Iron Ladies Softball on the Total Media Sports YouTube channel.
Home, it's your sanctuary. It's pajamas at noon and cookies in the oven. It's fingerprints on the wall and heights measured in a doorway. It's the one place in the world that you know better than anyone else. Vinton County National Bank wants to help you build that messy, wonderful, cherished place where you can live a life you love for years to come. That's our promise. VCNB, here for you now, here for your future. Visit vcnbfamily.bank for our construction special. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
One of the best tickets in town will always be activities at our local schools. Athletic events, concerts, and plays. You can always count on an enjoyable time. Our children are the future. Let's give them all the encouragement that we can. Go to a game, hear a concert, see a play. Ohio Valley Bank. Community first. Member FDIC.
You've been watching Jackson High School Sports live on YouTube.
Bottom half of inning number 6. We hope that this is Jackson's last turn at bat, as the 7th is the final inning. Waverly got one last chance.
Serenity Taylor has been nothing but outstanding again today, and she's only 3 outs away. And Ella Armstrong, our other senior, getting an opportunity here.
Okay, Ella Armstrong, one of the 2 Jackson seniors. The other one is Bryn Denny. Pitch to Ella Armstrong is up high for ball 1. Up high again, ball 2.
Ella's had a great senior career, batting .280 for the season, couple doubles. Been a very valuable player, can play multiple outfield positions.
Swing and a miss, strike 1. Lauren Walburn and Elia Barnett to follow, at least the scheduled hitters for the Iron Ladies.
The 2 top hitters of the contest for Jackson. Each are 2 for 2 after Ella.
And Ella hits a fly ball that drops in over the first baseman's glove in front of the right fielder. And Ella Armstrong has got a pinch hit single to start off inning number 6. Here is Lauren Walburn coming up. She's had a wonderful game, singled and doubled, scored a run. Came close to scoring another run, but was caught in a rundown between third base and the pitcher back in the 4th inning. Pitch to Walburn is called strike 1. So Ella Armstrong leads off the bottom of the 6th for Jackson with a single.
8th hit of the contest for our Iron Ladies. Love to tack on an extra run or two here, wouldn't you think, Pete Wilson?
Oh, they'll take as many as they can get. And that pitch is fouled back off the catcher's mask, I believe, for strike 2.
Off that, I don't know if the home plate umpire's just giving the catcher a moment to regroup after it's fouled off her mask, but he walks out, talks to Lexi Smith, kind of comes back smiling. Don't know what that discussion entailed.
Count to Lauren Wauburn is 0-2. And that pitch is hit into center field. Center fielder's over. Nice catch there by the center fielder, and Ella Armstrong's gonna have to hustle back to first base. So nice play out there in center field by Hayden Jones. Took away a possible extra base hit from
That was
Wauburn.
very close to maybe the second double of the contest for Lauren. She's able to backhand that running to her left.
Aliyah Barnett bats. She has singled twice, also scored a run, has a stolen base as well, batting in that number 8th spot.
Versatile player, right field today, played first base a lot this year.
Ella Armstrong trying to go, and she's safe
does.
down there at second base. Nice slide by Ella, because the throw was down there in time, tried to put the tag down, but Ella slid under it for a stolen base.
Runner on second, only one out. Aliyah up to the plate, 2 for 2 in the contest.
Pitches up high.
Well, I tell you, Pete, the flag behind us here, the wind is blowing directly out left to left center field. If you can lift one up in the air, and it's not a very deep field here for the fences.
Yeah, we've seen some balls come off the bat we knew were hit to the outfield, and they nearly went out of here, and that ball is jerked way foul for strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. We can see we feel there's probably been a few home runs here through the season.
That foul ball was directly over the head of Telegram employee Red Thompson.
Okay.
He didn't make an effort to catch it, but maybe out of his reach.
I think it was.
Okay.
Ball is up high. Count goes to 2 balls and 2 strikes to Aliyah Barnett. I've been corrected. Aliyah Barnett. Aliyah.
I think we've called her more.
So sorry.
Both ways throughout the year, but Aliyah, you know we're talking about you.
Right. Well, we've talked about a lot of good things.
Yes,
so
it's all amazing. It's always good.
She's done everything right. We just butchered her name.
She's a captain as a junior. Very special.
Okay.
That's a special award.
Swing and a miss. Lexi Smith gets a strikeout for out number 2, and she will face Izzy Swisher, who has put down 2 bunts so far. One was credited as a sacrifice. The other counted as a fielder's choice. So she is officially 0 for 1.
Been one of our very best hitters all season as we continue
And there's a ground ball up the middle and into center field. Let's see if, here comes Ella Armstrong, and she is going to score. And they try to throw down to second to get her, and they do. Izzy Swisher thrown out at second, trying to go, try to go into second on the throw in to get the batter Armstrong, but Armstrong does score, and so Jackson has run number 5, give Izzy Swisher a single and an RBI, and thrown out at second base, trying to hustle into second base. In the inning for the Iron Ladies, 1 run on 2 base hits. There was no errors. There was nobody left on base. In the middle of at the end of 6 full innings of play, it's the Jackson Iron Ladies 5, the Waverly Lady Tigers 0. You're listening to Jackson Iron Ladies softball on the Total Media Sports YouTube channel.
A healthy, confident smile starts here at Southern Ohio Smiles. Whether you need a routine cleaning, cosmetic dentistry, or advanced dental care, our expert team is here to make your experience comfortable and stress-free. We're committed to providing top-quality care for the whole family. Schedule your appointments today at southernohiosmiles.com. Southern Ohio Smiles, brightening smiles, one patient at a time. Visit us online or call today to book your appointment.
I'm Chad Niddle, your Jackson Edward Jones financial advisor. We're all about financial investments, but we also value the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why Chad Niddle and Edward Jones are a proud sponsor of Jackson Ironman Baseball on WYPC. Give us a call at 740-286-4872 or visit edwardjones.com for all your investment needs.
Edward Jones, Member Securities Investor Protection Corp.
You've been watching Jackson High School Sports live on YouTube.
District semifinal contest for our Jackson Iron Ladies. They are 3 outs away from advancing to a district final and picking up their 20th win on this season. Serenity Taylor has been outstanding throughout this contest. Struck out the side in the 6th inning. They did sneak one single in between those strikeouts. Her first pitch, and this pitch is going to Whitley Brown, the right fielder. It is a ball 1. Serenity has been in control. She has 1 walk, 3 singles. Nobody has gotten past second base. There's a foul ball down the first base line. 1 ball, 1 strike. 3 outs away from a big win for this coaching staff. Brandon Stevens, his wife Alex Stevens, Kylie Bako, and Rob Kuhn. Done a great job with this group of young ladies. That pitch is in the dirt. 2 balls, 1 strike. Couple hits for the Iron Ladies to get a run there in the bottom of the 6th inning. Gives them a total of 9 hits in the contest. They have the 5-0 lead. 2 balls, 1 strike, and that pitch is a little bit low and outside. 3-1 the count. Whitley Brown at the plate, looking at the 3-1 pitch. Waverly needs base runners. Serenity Taylor comes in, and the pitch is a little bit low, and that is a walk. Whitney Brown has a single, ground out, and now a walk. And the walk comes in the top of the 7th inning. Jo Colley is up. She has struck out and grounded out. Can't imagine they would try bunting Pete Wilson unless it's to bunt for a single.
No, they don't.
KJ Washam has kind of snuck in a little bit there at third base, and Lexi Perry, both inside the baselines.
Can't afford to give up any outs.
That pitch is strike on the outside edge. Jo Colley trying to keep the Lady Tigers in this ball game. They need 5 runs to keep alive. There's a swing and a miss. 0-2 as Serenity gets ahead in the count. $11 strikeout effort for Serenity through 6 innings. The 0-2 is just outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Let's say Lexi Perry about 4 feet inside the first base line. KJ Washam still a little bit deeper. There is a ball fouled down the right field line, out of play. Jo Colley at least got her bat on that pitch. A good fastball by Serenity. Count stays at 1 ball, 2 strikes. There's a foul ball hit down the right field line. It is foul. Raya Barnett could not get there in time. She does hustle over there and came close to it. Count stays at 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody out. Runner on first base. Iron Ladies with the 5-run lead. Folks, we are in the top of the 7th. That pitch is high, gets away from Maddie Wright, goes back to the backstop. The runner will advance to second. That's Whitley Brown. Infield now going to huddle up around Serenity Taylor. Got a runner in scoring position. Nobody out. 2-2 the count. Joe Colley at the plate for the Lady Tigers from Waverly. Umpire now is going to walk out and try to break up whatever discussion is taking place on the mound. Maddie Wright and the umpire discuss something. They both kind of are smiling. Joe Colley steps back in the box.
Catchers always want to have a nice relationship with the umpire.
Yes, you do. Pitchers need it too. There's the pitch, a swing and a miss. Another strikeout, number 12 on the contest.
13.
13.
Now batting, shortstop, number 3, Karis Reisner.
1 out, 2 outs away for the Iron Ladies. Karis Reisner at the plate. There's a ground ball foul. Kara has struck out and walked.
That's only the second time that Waverly's had a base runner reach second. That's how good Serenity Taylor's been in this game.
Oh, 0-1 the count. Reisner at the plate. That pitch is a little bit high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Once again, we're 2 outs away from a district semifinal victory for our Iron Ladies. It'll advance them to a final. That'll be Friday night, right back here at Logan. Graduation night for Jackson High School. There's a pitch, a swing and a miss by Reisner. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2 is called. Strike on the outside edge. Strikeout number 14 in the contest. Emma Nesser coming up, the second baseman. She has struck out and grounded out, and the Iron Ladies are 1 out away. Runner on second, 2 outs. Pitch a little bit outside by Serenity. What an effort she has had tonight. Pete, I had her for 190 strikeouts coming into this contest, now over 200 again this season. There is a ball fouled back. 1 ball, 1 strike. Iron Ladies with 9 hits, 5 runs. Have fielded a very good ball game today. Have hit some deep shots out near the fence a couple times. Dimensions here, 180 to all areas of the field, which makes it seem like a pretty tight center field, doesn't it?
It sure does.
1 ball, 1 strike. Serenity coming to the plate. Swing, and it's fouled back. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pete, we're 1 strike away now.
Very, very close to a district semifinal victory that would put Jackson in a district championship game. Of course, you have to go back to 1978 when the Iron Ladies went all the way to the state tournament.
That ball a little bit outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on second. 5-0, the Iron Lady lead. That pitch, oh, is that close? Outside, it's a full count. I think the umpire is going to make Serenity throw a pretty good strike on this last pitch. Full count to Emma Nesser. Tegan Olson on deck, hoping to get an opportunity. The pitch, swing and a miss. Strikeout number 15 of the contest. And for the 3rd time tonight, Pete, Serenity Taylor has struck out the side, 15 total strikeouts in this contest, a game she dominated from the first inning on.
Wonderful job by Serenity Taylor. What, 16 strikeouts?
Do you have 16?
15. I'm sorry, 15
15's what I had.
15 strikeouts, right. Only 2 walks and only 3 base hits given up by Serenity.
Both teams are shaking hands out at home plate. The Iron Ladies advance to a district final contest. That'll be at 5 o'clock right here at Logan. Folks, if you're not going to graduation, if you have an opportunity, take the drive over your beautiful softball field here. And Jackson will be taking on the winner of Logan Elm and Galplis. They will play at 6 o'clock tonight on this very same field. Those two teams will then match up at 5 o'clock playing for a district championship. But a big congratulations to Brandon Stevens, his staff, and his Jackson Iron Ladies softball team. They just picked up their 20th win of the season. They now stand at 20-6, and they will advance to the district championships on Friday night.
Waverly now falls to 9-14 on the season. Their season is done unless they've got some regular season makeup game to do. We are going to take a break here of about 4 minutes, and we will wrap this one up, summarize how the Iron Ladies achieved this 5-0 victory, and best of all, we will talk to the victorious coach, Brandon Stevens, about this game and then looking ahead to Friday as well.
Home, it's your sanctuary. It's pajamas at noon and cookies in the oven. It's fingerprints on the wall and heights measured in a doorway. It's the one place in the world that you know better than anyone else. Vinton County National Bank wants to help you build that messy, wonderful, cherished place where you can live a life you love for years to come. That's our promise. VCNB, here for you now, here for your future. Visit vcnbfamily.bank for our construction special. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Buying a new home is now an easy process when you work with Howard Hanna Real Estate Services of Southern Ohio. Howard Hanna offers several one-stop shopping options that include mortgage, title, and insurance, along with some awesome buyer and seller exclusive programs such as a 100% money-back guarantee, the Buy Before You Sell program, and the Apartment Dwellers Trade-In program. Call Donna and the McNerlin Group at 740-577-9551 to find out what works for you. Go green and gold and call it sold.
I'm Chad Niddle, your Jackson Edward Jones financial advisor. We're all about financial investments, but we also value the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why Chad Niddle and Edward Jones are a proud sponsor of Jackson Ironman Baseball on WYPC. Give us a call at 740-286-4872 or visit edwardjones.com for all your investment needs.
Edward Jones, Member Securities Investor Protection Corp.
Are you looking for a reliable title company? Warranty Title Agency is a place you can trust. Whether you're closing on your first home or deed preparation, title exams, and more, Warranty Title Agency has got you covered. Stop by 227 East Main Street, Jackson, or call 740-286-2248. Also online at warrantytitleagency.com. Proudly supporting Jackson and Oak Hill football. Warranty Title Agency, where your trust meets our dedication. Go Ironman and Oaks!
You've been watching Jackson High School Sports live on YouTube.
picking up 20 wins on the season, but more importantly, a district championship. I was talking with some of the moms back there, Bryn Smith's mom, and talking to her a little bit. Bryn Smith comes up and just thanks us for being here. Now, that's nice, makes you feel good. But what a day, what a night it's going to be for Ella Armstrong and her as seniors. That's graduation, game at 5 o'clock. Hopefully a very quick moving game, and we get them back in time to graduate. It'd sure be great if they could move that game up to about 4 o'clock that day. But regardless, I think it's going to be a night that they're going to remember the rest of their lives.
Oh, boy, that is. And, you know, tomorrow is the last day for the seniors at school.
Yes.
It starts with senior breakfast, senior film. So a very special time for those two young ladies, and I know that that the other members of the team are experiencing that as well with them because they're all a tight group.
Oh, they are. Well, you can just see it.
You can
see it in the dugout. There's no hiding it at all.
No, they have a lot of fun all the way through. So tonight, the Jackson Iron Ladies defeat the Waverly Tigers by a score of 5-0. This was a district semifinal game. They will move to the district final here in Division 4, right here at Logan High School against the winner of the Logan Elm Gallia Academy game. So for Dan Morrow, for our tech crew, for our sponsors, and for all you fans that were watching and listening back home, thank you very much, and we will see you on Friday.
Thanks for watching Jackson